The legacy truly does continue with bullet journaling. I am working on my youngest daughter's bullet journal, and it's going on over the past few weeks, and it'll probably continue because I'm going to do all of her pages for her. I am painting it with batik. I first stained it, like splattered it, and then used the bottle that holds the batik to make the little coffee cup stains. And she wanted all the pages stained. At first she was worried to ask because she said it's a lot of work, which yes, it is a lot of work, but it was fun to kind of stain all the pages and see how her book handled. It is 120 GSM, so I was a little bit worried, but she kind of likes the crinkly paper feel anyway. And she wanted to get into bullet journaling, but she didn't know where to start. And so she has an idea of each theme for each month, and so I'm working on trying to make her bullet journal exactly what she wants. So it's kind of fun and exciting to do the custom part of her journal, and hoping she'll use it and be happy with it. But she is really excited about it. So the staining took about 3 or 4 days, and it was took about 4 hours each day, and I had to leave time in between to let the pages dry. So I kind of blew a box fan on them to dry the pages, and I had to do it in different layers, and then I had to skip pages because if I painted the front and the back of each page, it would make it weaker. So I had to keep that in mind when I was painting it. But it actually was a fun way to utilize my batik in a different way. I mean, I've done a little bit of staining in my bullet journal book, but to do a full book was a little bit more work than I was expecting, but it was also a lot of fun. So as you can see, as I'm getting ready to as I'm flipping through the bullet journal, you can see the kind of different variations of the paint, and it's really interesting because I used the same color for the stains and for the painting over it. So and then I wanted to share her cover of her 2023, which was the theme of Pirates of the Caribbean, just for the front cover, and that's all she wanted for her starting pages. And then I am sewing my 2022 bullet journal. Because it was in a binder kind of book, I decided to sew all the pages together so it would be together, which was a good thing and a bad thing. It was a little frustrating to try and open it after I sewed it closed because I sewed it in sections, so lesson learned. I also realized that I do like adding pages to the binder, but when you're trying to connect it all together at the end, it did not come together the way I was thinking it would. So I'm kind of excited to just use one that's already together. My new bullet journal for 2023. I'm really excited to jump into that. And then the trying to still use the journal after I sewed it was kind of a challenge. So it's been kind of interesting few months. And then we jump into the Cradleboard, where the legacy truly does continue. I made this Cradleboard for my first grandbaby that's going to be coming in a week or two. And I raised all of my babies in Cradleboards, and I feel really blessed that my child asked me to make one for my grandbaby. And it's just a connection. And then I did a kind of a fun thing. So the little frog is something that they wanted to represent her mom. And then we used the arrows and the different designs that were special to us. So the design in the middle is been used on regalia. And it's actually just a pine board, and then I sewed all the fabric, and we laced up the fabric or the ties so that you could tie the baby in. And then I am sewing a turtle for the baby because that's part of our tradition, is creating a turtle for the umbilical cord of the baby. So I've been doing a lot of sewing throughout this whole few months, with doing the bullet journal sewing and then the cradleboard, the turtle, and we're sewing the moccasins together for the baby. So lots of sewing and trying to get ready for the holiday season and also for the new baby and the new journey. So thank you guys for joining us, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. The legacy truly does continue with bullet journaling. I am working on my youngest daughter's bullet journal, and it's going on over the past